Hello, Sagittarius. Thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using Tarot Grand Lux by Chiro Marchetti. Right there is the website. usgamesinc.com. Feel free to freeze frame and check that out if you would like to. Supportive oracle cards are Wisdom of the Hidden Realms oracle cards by Colette Baron Reed. The back of the book here, you have Colette's website, ColetteBaronReed.com. Maybe some other information if you want to freeze frame and check it out. There's also about the illustrator, Jenna. Here's the information there if you want to freeze frame and read through that if you're interested. There's also some websites at the bottom. And here on the back, there's some more websites if you want to freeze frame and check that out. And I'll even give you the back of this box. Why not? Why not? Okay. What do we have for Sagittarius? Interesting start. Let's get a little farther down before I get too excited here. All of a sudden I'm hearing like a lot of high-pitched whistles. I don't know what that's about, but... Okay. When certain cards show up, I just like to put out, just because you're going to see them anyway, there could be a romantic connection, doesn't have to be. These cards go a few different ways, especially in a general read. This doesn't have to be romance, just to be fair. I know it says romance on the card, right? A sacred union to me, a lot of times, is like somebody who honors you the way you honor them. A very positive connection. Doesn't have to be romance, but doesn't have to negate it out either. Let's just keep that in mind as we keep moving forward. Especially, again, with a general read. Now, something... What is this? Like, how does this relate to you in the past? Because I'm like, I feel like there's somebody around you. The way it feels to me is like, even if they're there, you don't notice them. So whoever this is that's going to be more helpful to your life, so I feel like even if they're there, like say you work at the same company, you barely notice them. That's how I feel. But could we get a little more how Sagittarius relates to this person in the past? Two of Fire reversed and the Magician. They're not doing, I don't know, the Two of Fire reversed is like the lack of decision. Sometimes it's the lack of decision. Sometimes it's kind of like somebody who, like, they don't do things spontaneous. Maybe they're a little bit too regimented. The missing of opportunities due to the lack of acting on possibilities. Stuff like that. That's how I view it anyway. And then the Magician comes in kind of half in, half out. Kind of like they might be creating something. They might be making some type of decisions. But the way you run your life and the way they run their life, it just, to you don't really see much going on there. So if you are aware of them, it's very little. I don't feel like you have much connection. But things are coming forward. This energy also feels, just to be careful, in the past at least, this person might be more reserved because of insecurities. Okay, just keep that in mind. There's definitely communication coming forward with this person. They're communicating toward you. They've got the Ace of Swords. And there's something, this person's coming forward. Doesn't have to be romance, but like, they're definitely saying, I want to be around you. I want to be connected with you in some respect. I like what you do. I like how you do it. I see success with you. I want to like get more connected with you. I'm just like, I'm questioning, does this energy really match you though? That's the interesting part to me. And I feel like that might be your first response to this. Kind of like, I don't know if this energy really matches me. I'm kind of curious whether I should really give it a chance. the Sagittarius card is the Temperance card. You seem to be in the position to like give it a chance, but I feel like my original response to this is like I'm flattered. I feel like you're flattered, but at the same time I'm like I'm flattered, but I don't know about this. I don't know. I feel like we're very different people. I don't know. But you are flattered. I'm also getting that. You also might be kind of keeping that part to yourself. Even though you're flattered, you might not be letting that person know that you're flattered. Whoever this is, for whatever reason. Again, does not have to be romance. It's kind of like, I don't know. But you do seem to be very open and willing to communicate with this person. How is that communication going? 10 of Pentacles and the Hanged Man. This is not your style. Totally not your style. You're not against it. You got the Page of Cups. The information's good. It's fine. I can have a conversation. You're very active with the conversation. Not a problem. I don't feel like that's a problem at all. Conversation's fine. Sure, cool, whatever. But there's definitely things here where you don't match. You don't match this person. Whether it be romance or not. If it could be even in a business sense. A friendship. Like, it could be a friendship thing, just to be fair. But this person, like, they see a lot of great qualities. They really like you. They're really taken in by your energy. I feel like Sagittarius kind of has that effect on people. I feel like you win people over without realizing it. I feel like that happens a lot. I could be wrong. You could tell me I'm wrong, of course. But I feel like I know a couple of Sagittariuses, and they just don't realize how much they influence people or how much they just win people over. It just seems to happen. Very magnetic energy with Sagittarius, in my opinion. This person is trying to create something with you. Whoever it is really trying to create something with you. I feel like you're rolling with it. I feel like you're rolling with it. I also feel like you're trying to kind of leave it to them more. You're rolling with it. You're doing your part. You do seem to be doing some more stuff with them. I feel like the friendship thing is the easier way to go with this for whatever reason. Because it's kind of like, oh, yeah, we should hang out. I guess, sure. What are you thinking? Well, this Saturday I'm going to do this. Do you want to go with me? And you're like, sure, I can do that. But I have some things afterwards, so I can hang out with you from like 1 to 2. I'll meet you there, but then I have things I have to do at 2. And they're like, cool, I'll do that. So you kind of show up and you do that. You can apply that to business, even a romance thing if you want. I'll give it a fair shot, but I'm not going to drive myself crazy over it. I'll show up and see what's there. I mean, I'll test the waters. I'll test the waters. I feel like that's where you are on this. Like, all right, I'll do my fair. I mean, because I don't see you having any negative energy towards this. Like, you're not against them. You're just thinking, I don't think we match. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, you're cool. It's kind of like carrots to me. I mean, I can have some carrots. I'll eat carrots, but I don't really like search them out. They're not really for me, even though I try to eat more of them for some reason. Well, for the vitamin A, but that's beside the point. So I'm like, okay, they're fine. They're cool. I'm not against them. I don't think we should like ban them from life, but I don't know if they're really what I want. Can I get vitamin A from something else? It's kind of like, can I get vitamin A from something else? Is it A? Am I saying the wrong one? I think it's A. Anyway, you do give it a fair shot. And it's kind of like, you do know that whoever this is definitely wants to hang out with you more. But when I see the Metal King, that does talk about boundaries, but you might ironically be the one putting up the boundary. Kind of like, yeah, I don't want to get too deep in this because I'm not seeing it going well long term. And I'm kind of like, I'm not really sure if we should be creating something with this. And I feel like that's where you are. Like, I don't know if we should be. And this is due to the history that you know of this person. That makes perfect sense why you're doing what you're doing. Rational. Is this good for Sagittarius? Is this connection good for Sagittarius? Can we just go there? 8 of Fire. And then the Strength card reversed. Is that the Strength card? That is the Strength card reversed. And then you got the strength card right side up right after it, which is, this happens a lot with these readings. I roll the dice and I get the same thing on the dice that's already on the table, which is funny, sort of. Yeah, this could be a very positive connection for you. This is a connection where, even though they open up communication, they might be better at communication. But you might be the one who actually moves things forward. And I think that might be the dynamic with this. They start the conversation, they say what sounds good, you move it forward, and they follow. Ten of Pentacles and the Temperance card. Yeah. This might be the dynamic. If you want to give this a shot, I feel like this is how this connection with whoever it is, it doesn't have to be romance, but if it is, just to be fair, friendship, some type of business connection, whatever you got going on here, they start the conversation, they say what they need to happen or what they'd like to happen. It would then transfer over to you. You actually push it forward. They then follow. Which is ironic that they kind of start the situation and then you seem to lead it forward. That seems to be, I keep getting that. Because the question is that going to be okay with you? Because you will see it at some point. The sooner you see it, the better. Because I feel it puts you in a position kind of like to really look at this, like, is this worth it or not? Because I get the Ice Queen, and I get the mirror, the lady in the mirror, kind of like, I get stuck in this pattern with this Ice Queen thing. That's kind of what I'm getting. I get stuck in a pattern. Because even though Ice Queen sometimes talks about non-action, I feel like it says, like, I feel like it's like saying, yeah, I can't get out of this pattern if I get into this pattern with this person. I feel like I'm stuck in the pattern. So maybe if this reading is hitting, you might recognize this pattern where you end up getting near somebody who, like, they have a lot of ideas and they say what they want to happen. You move it forward, then they end up following you, and you're like, but it was your idea to start with. How come you're following me? That's where and I feel like that's where the Ice Queen clicks in. That's where we get stuck. That's kind of like, wait a minute. It was their idea. I moved it forward. Now I'm stuck leading it to the end. Like, wait a minute. And they do follow and they do their part, but are you okay with that? That's what this reading is about. To see this person for who they are. So no matter what context it's in, if those are the terms of engagement, they start the idea, they get the thought going, and they're saying, let's do this, and you step it forward, and then you have to lead it to the end. Are you okay with that? Is that what you want, or is that not what you want? That way, if you see it right in the beginning, you can make that objective decision, a yes will or no won't, however you want to do it. I feel like that's the point of this reading. Because you get stuck in it. You get stuck in that pattern is what I keep getting. So some people are okay with that. Other people are not. It's personally what you feel. All right, I think we're done. I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below. Same email. Thanks again for watching, and have a great day.